Let me share my screen with you. All right. Well, what we could do before we get started, what I normally do when we're in person with these meetings is have everybody introduce themselves and maybe say a fun fact, just so we can start to become familiar with one another. If you're open to that, we can do that. If not, that's okay as well.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go. My name is Paula. I am a retired nurse, and I happened to buy Lorraine Leonard's house. I don't know if anybody knows who she is, but she used to be one of the owners at this Keller Williams, and she brought me on board, kind of convinced me to this is where what I should be doing now. So here I
That's
am,
awesome.
trying to pass my first test, which I'm going on round number 2. So
We believe in you,
hopefully by
Paula.
the time this is done, I'll have passed the test.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Oh, that's exciting. My name is Julie Setterland. I live in Wilton, and gosh, I have been in real estate for a long, long time, but just not residential. So, and then had 2 kids. They are 9 and 13. Lord. And everything runs together. Trying to do this and, figure them out as well. So hopefully it won't be too challenging. How about that?
You grew up so fast, Julie, huh?
Oh my gosh, it flies by.
Okay.
Fun fact. It's fun. I have a dog, a silver lab. There we go.
I got to mute.
You do too.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Lynette, are you going to say something? Is that why you unmuted yourself?
Good morning. This is Lynette. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes.
This is Lynette Thomas. I'm licensed in New York State. I'm in the process of getting my license in Connecticut and have signed up with Keller Williams. I'm excited about that. I don't really have any fun facts, but a few years ago, I did on my own plant some grass seeds in my backyard. It grew, it looked beautiful, it was lush, it was green until it died about two weeks later or so. But it was fun during the process, and I took great pictures until it died on me.
Right. Well, thank you for sharing that, Lynette. And we also have somebody else in the room, Megan. Megan said her Zoom is acting a little funky, so she can't speak, but she's saying hello, nice to meet everybody. So thank you, Megan. I am Adonis. I'm the director of agent services here. So one of the main things I do is get you all situated and at least on the track to success, introduce you to some of the right kind of people so you can get your business going in the direction it needs to go, get you familiar with some of our systems. Because even if you've been in real estate for a while, like Julie, you haven't been in Keller Williams that whole time. So this may be a different world for you. So that's one of the main functions of this orientation, just to get you acclimated to who we are and what we do, how we do the things that we do here, all of our jargon and things of that nature. So one misconception people have about me is that I have the answer to everything. I've never claimed to have the answer to everything, but I'm one of the people that knows how to get you to the right places at least. So this should be a fun session for us. You're welcome to ask questions at any time you like. I'm gonna go through a few slides with you. It'll probably take us about an hour. There will be special guests that join us throughout this journey. And this is the Keller Williams experience. So I have videos to show you as well. I'm gonna play my first one for you now. If you can't hear it for some reason, it just means I did something wrong on my side, and let me know.
Keller Williams was kind of a cultural experiment. At the end of the day, I wanted to see if I could build an organization that put people first.
As soon as I heard about the economic model and how they were going to share with all the people that helped build the company, I actually said, this will be the #1 company in the world.
The Y4C2Ts was the first time in my life that I'd seen a company actually express their value system and what they believed in on paper.
We are no longer outsourcing to third-party companies. World-class technology companies don't rent their vision, they own it. The only company on the planet that cares more about your success is only Keller Williams.
Awesome. Edited and directed by Lynette Thomas. Just kidding. So let's continue with our presentation. So Keller Williams has a mission. Everybody has a mission. Some of you have missions in your own lives, missions with different companies you've worked with. This one is ours. It's to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. So I love our mission statement, and we do whatever we can to live up to it. We also have a belief system. This is pretty cool as well. We call it the Y4C2Ts. So Gary Keller, who you saw in that video, is the founder of our company. He and his partner, Joe Williams, created Keller Williams. That's why it's called Keller Williams, based on their names. And when he started expanding, growing throughout Texas, some of the offices that he started to build started to close. And the ones that were still standing, he pretty much asked them, what do you guys see about this opportunity? Why is this important to you? Why do you believe in this Keller Williams thing? And that's how we came up with our belief system. It's called the Y4C2Ts. That's the acronym we gave it. And some of the highlights are win-win or no deal. That's one of my favorite ones. If you're dealing with a transaction and not everyone's going to come out on the best side of it, maybe it's not the best way to proceed. Try to find the win-win with your family, with your business, everywhere. Another one of my favorite ones is the communication. Seek first to understand, because a lot of times these days we're both gifted and cursed by technologies in certain ways, because we can just send a text so easily instead of getting on the phone and talking to somebody. But sometimes when you send a text, it could be misconstrued. You could be reading it based on how you're feeling instead of what they intended it to mean. So it's always a good idea to ask more questions. What did you mean by that? Always seek first to understand. Learning on your own terms. So we take learning on your own terms very seriously here. Keller Williams has often been described as a training and education company, cleverly disguised as a real estate company. So we give you access to so many different tools so you can build up whatever skills you want. Maybe you want to specialize in buyers. Maybe you want to specialize in sellers. Maybe you want to be the rental king. Whatever is fitting for you, there's more than one way to learn. So we're in a special time right now. So our physical training room in our office is not open, but we're still training every day. So there are a few ways that you can get training. Let me take you through a couple of them. So most of us on this call are able to access the mykw.kw.com website, which is our main Keller Williams website where you can run your business. You log in with your unique credentials and passwords. From here, after you log in, you can click on education, and that takes you to KW Connect, which is where our Keller Williams University resides. You have access to all kinds of top-notch training from some of our best and brightest. You can search by courses. Ignite is an awesome session we'll talk about a little more. Shift, when you're in a shifting marketplace. And you even have the option to click on search glass, so at the top, and type in whatever it is that you're interested in. So maybe you want to get better at listings. If you search for the word listings, you're going to get all type of results broken down by either all types, or maybe you want just videos, maybe you're interested in audio or documents. These are what some of our best in the business are sharing with everyone, so we can all do a better job, so we can all have a higher impact. So that's one of my favorite things about this opportunity is you can learn on your own terms. You don't have to always be present, because maybe you've got another opportunity in your life. Maybe you've got children that you're helping. Maybe you've got another job and you couldn't get to that specific class. So this is one area you can attend trainings. Another awesome opportunity that has come up in the past 3 months, I would say, is we're using Zoom very heavily. I mean, we're on the Zoom call right now. I wanted to show you our Zoom training calendar. So whenever you get an email from myself or anyone from the staff, in our email signature, we give you a link to access our Zoom training calendar. So this is an awesome place for you to connect with us, even if you're not coming into the office regularly. So you can still be in the know. So you can know what's going on with our office. You can know what's going on just in real estate in general, what practices are happening. So we're on Thursday, and you can see our whole day of training. And we even put next week's schedule out already. So, what's that? Paula?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay, I thought you needed something.
Mm-mm.
All right. So just know that you have access to our training calendar. And every morning I send an email giving you a greater explanation as to what the classes are on today, especially if there's been any kind of a schedule change, which can happen with people. You know, sometimes teachers get sick or have other obligations. So just always be on the lookout for your emails in the morning. If you haven't started getting them yet, give it a few more days and you should definitely be on our email distribution list. We try to not bombard you with emails, but we have a lot of important things to say. So what can we say?
Adonis?
Yes.
So if I wanted to go on the KW intranet and take a class, not one of these classes, just education.
Yes.
Is somebody gonna give me a login and a password, or do I create my own?
No, you'll get a login and a password. You should have gotten one emailed to you directly as soon as you joined us. Let's connect sometime after this call just so we can troubleshoot and get a forgot password link to you or whatever is necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'll be able to log into there.
Okay.
And then the last thing I'll say about this training calendar is if you missed a live session, we have you covered because we have this awesome resource for you with YouTube. We have our own YouTube page with all our training. It's called KW Stanford and Richfield TV. So Rick Scott is the broker of our office in Stanford. He's also the broker of our sister office in Richfield. Thus the name KW Stanford and Richfield TV. A lot of times you'll see us connecting on certain programs together. Every Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock, we have our Crush It call where we feature somebody who's doing a great job in their business or maybe a partner that's working with us, just so you can be aware of certain things you can change in your business to get to your next level. And at the end of the day at 4:30, we have our end of the day wrap up, our Q&A. So feel free to plug into that as well. That's an awesome opportunity. But yeah, if you go to KW Stanford and Richfield TV, you'll get to see all our classes. Normally we post classes 24 hours from the last class that we had. So feel free to join in on that. Oh, and I see my friend Robert is here. So I wanted to have Robert speak to you and tell you what it is that he does here in the office. He's one of our awesome gentlemen. He's one of the first faces you'll see when you come into the office, or if your clients come into the office, he'll greet them with warmth. He knows so many people in the real estate industry. He's had some awesome life experiences. Everybody loves Robert, so I wanted to give him the opportunity to speak. So go ahead, Robert.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to KW. I am the Director of First Impressions and Operations. I'm literally the first person that you will see when you walk in the door because I'm the first person that's there. And what's going on, hopefully only temporarily, is that I greet you by taking your temperature really quickly and then send you on your way. But if there is anything that you need or are unfamiliar with in the office and some guidance and clarity, you can feel free to come to me. I'm like your one-stop shopping. I may not be able to have the answer to it, but to the problem, but I could bring you to the answer of the problem, which would probably be Adonis or Sam or say Lisa Katz. Or I would work with you on what your need is, and we could figure it out together. So it's a million little components that would take too long. I would need more time, and nothing comes to mind at the moment except to sum it up like that. So without wasting any more of your time, I look forward to meeting you in person, getting you set up with your credentials, your keys to the building, and your parking pass. And setting you up in the programs that we have here that help you in your business. So I think that's pretty much it for now, Adonis.
Very concise, good sir. I appreciate that. Yes, so he would need a lot more time to tell you all that he does, but as you come to continue your Keller Williams experience, you'll deal with a lot of Robert, you'll deal with a lot of Adonis, and maybe our next guest that comes on. So thank you, Robert. I'm going to continue now.
Good luck to everybody.
So we also offer coaching here because, like I said, we take our education very seriously here. We want to have the best trained agents so you can make a business worth owning. And Jennifer Henry is our productivity coach. So we have productivity coaching, there's mastery coaching, and there's group coaching. Group coaching is something that you'd see on the calendar a lot of times that Rick, our broker, teaches. He would separate agents into different groups based on your production level just to help you get to your next level. So that's just one layer of accountability. Mastery coaching is when you're a top agent, let's say you've consistently sold 50 houses a year, but you're trying to get to 60 or 100 houses a year. You might want to hire a one-on-one coach directly from the company. And that's where mastery coaching comes in. But the number one training that we've been seeing a lot of success with is productivity coaching through Jennifer Henry. Jen Hen was the first agent hired in our office, and she's been through everything you can go through in a real estate transaction. She's got training Monday through Saturday, group training. She does one-on-one sessions with you. She'll goal set with you. She can teach you anything you need to know when you're in a transaction. She can show you how to navigate it to get to the best results. So we're very thankful to have Jen in productivity coaching here in the office. So Jen's asking you this question. Have you seen my 7 onboarding videos in the private KW Facebook group? It's super important for your business. Let's take a look. So if you go to Facebook, you should have actually received an email from Sam that invites you to join the Facebook group. And once you're there, why is my page not loading? Once you sign into Facebook and become a member of the group, you're able to watch these 7 onboarding videos. So there's a private Facebook group. You'll know it's the right group because there will be the people icon with the 3 people. Click on the Facebook group. And then you'll see that the title is Keller Williams Prestige Properties, and it's got the lock and the private group icon. If you hover down over to files, that's where we keep the videos, not in the video section for whatever reason. Hover down to files, and you'll see a lot of helpful videos, how to order a sign for a listing if you've got a listing on Main Street, how to reach out to Post and Panel 360 and get a sign in the ground with the Keller Williams logo. So you'll see that there are 7 videos that Jen has here. We want you to watch all 7 videos because they're super important for your business. They'll show you about how the rental process works, how the transaction process works. If you have a listing, now what? What about the technology, purchase agreement, lockboxes, and super, and the MLS? They're about 5-minute videos each, so you can get through them really quickly, but they're going to help you for your business. So make sure you watch all those videos. Also, I think it's a good idea for everyone to join productivity coaching, or at least have the initial conversation with Jen. Let her tell you what the program can do for you, and then you make your decision as to whether it will benefit your business or not. And don't forget, you've got the opportunity to bring other people to this organization. So let them know what productivity coaching does. All right, so now we're going to continue. Ignite. Ignite is an awesome opportunity that happens in this office. Rick is our broker of record, like I mentioned, Rick Scott. He teaches Ignite, and Rick is one of the greatest teachers I've ever seen. I've never seen someone so non-boring, so engaging. He can make a 3-hour class go by as if it were 30 minutes, it seems, off of half a sandwich. The guy doesn't eat a lot either. Incredible. So agents that take Ignite are 138% more productive, more likely to have a transaction than those who do not take Ignite. And Ignite has been revamped for everyone. It's not for new people, it's for all agents. You'll learn how to have no orphans in your business, how to master the buyer, how to master the seller, super helpful scripts that are gonna help you to seal the deal. Ignite is normally an experience that is broken down into Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12 sessions total, 3 hours apiece. Now that we've had this shift to virtual, I think we'll see a slight revamping of that. And since the previous Ignite finished about a month ago, I would expect that another Ignite is coming either at the end of this month or at the very latest in July. So I encourage you to take Ignite maybe more than once. Take it until you feel comfortable that you've mastered it, and then you'll have a great experience with your clients. 100% free class. Everyone needs to take Ignite. All right, and now we're going to move on to our Stanford Market Center office basics. We have a very nice looking office. It's as if it was overlooking the Manhattan skyline. It's very pretty. It's really New York-esque in here. So come into the office, come greet us, spend time here, grow your business here at a nice place where you can really concentrate. These are the Kellerisms. This is the jargon that makes us unique. You may not have heard these words in previous organizations. So a market center is pretty much what this office is. It's a bigger office that tends to be staffed and have agents running in all throughout the day. The TL is our team leader. He's essentially our CEO of our market center. His name is Steve Scott. He's your go-to person on a day-to-day basis, especially if you have someone that you think is a good fit for real estate. Get them over to Steve, and he'll be able to help you grow your downline, grow your passive income. So Steve is a guy you're gonna definitely have a lot of interactions with. The ATL, not Atlanta, the assistant team leader of the office is Carlos Martinez. Carlos is an awesome guy, full of great ideas. He and Steve are responsible for doing the recruiting for the office, helping us to grow. And they rely on you. Anybody that you come across that you think is a quality person that would fit this organization, maybe they were at another organization and not achieving to their potential, have a conversation with them. Maybe find out if this would be a good fit for them, and then get that information over to Steve or Carlos, and they'll do all the heavy lifting for you. Your passive income will increase, and you will thank yourself for that. Rick Scott, who we've mentioned a few times so far, he's our OP and our broker. So he's normally the person you're going to go to if you need a signature on any kind of paperwork, or if you're having a dispute with another agent from some other company. Rick is your go-to guy in that respect. A lot of times you'll see him in our Stanford office and in our Ridgefield office, and he's the one that does the Q&A at the end of the day. So you can normally see him on Zoom pretty much every day out of the week, and at 4:30 that's the Q&A session, so you can always ask questions there as well. But he's really easy to reach. You can text him, you can call him, you can email him. We're all here for you. The ALC, that's our Agent Leadership Council. This is comprised of some of the top earners of our company that have been through real estate for a while and are super well versed. And one of the beautiful things about this company is that it's not just Steve and Rick that make all the decisions. You also have the ALC, and they have their meeting at least once a month where they talk about what's new, what kind of changes are happening in the office. Most of these are open meetings, so you can get to see firsthand what kind of changes are happening in your office. And sometimes they have committees as well that you can join and help your market center grow from that respect. And then maybe next year you can be on the ALC. That would be awesome. Love to have you there. The MCA of the office is the Market Center Administrator. That's Lisa Catt. She's our CFO. She handles all financial attributes of our office. She's pretty much our money lady, our money maven, our guru, all things money. Together, she and Sam Lopez, our Assistant Market Center Administrator, they run all finances and invoicing and monthly dues, all that stuff. They take care of that for you. So a lot of times, Sam will reach out to you to let you know that you have a check, you've been paid. So you want to stay on the good side of Sam and Lisa, obviously. Transmittal is something that happens at the beginning of every month. It takes Lisa a few days to crunch these numbers over and over just to make sure that we're in good financial standing with our international office in Texas. So during those days, you'll normally see a sign on her door that says, unless the building is on fire, don't enter here. But that's a perfect opportunity for you to reach out to Sam. Sam has a direct line to Lisa. He can cross that realm of fire to get to Lisa during those times. So reach out to Sam. And if you ever see Lisa in the hallway during transmittal, she's fair game. You can jump on her back, okay? So at this moment, I want to introduce a very special person. Some would even call her the president. She is the president of Westport Mortgage. Her name is Karen Mulreed, and she's an awesome lady that is here to help you with your clients and for any of their mortgage needs. But I'm going to let her explain what she does because she's the best at doing that. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet and see all of you. You forgot my killerism. What about MP for mortgage partner?
Of course.
You have to add that to the list.
I like it.
And I want to be all things money too. I thought that was my role. Now you've got Lisa Katz taking it over. Jeez. Anyway, we are your mortgage partner, Westport Mortgage. We have an office in your office, actually, to the right of Carlos right now. But we are social distancing, so we are staying here in our Westport office, but we are only a phone call, an email, or a text away. Please feel free to Zoom us into any of your client meetings. We're happy to jump in and don't need to stay for the whole meeting if you would prefer not. You know, we could just jump in for a few minutes and give the an overall view of what financing is like today and get a feel for what your client is looking for. We are here to help. We are a mortgage broker, which means we have 35 different lenders that we work with. They have a variety of products and rates, so we have a little something for everyone. Conforming loans, jumbo loans, adjustable rates, fixed rates, 15, 10, 20, 30-year fixed rates are really, really low right now. We also do interest-only adjustable rate mortgages. We do renovation loans. So if you have anyone who, if they find a house that needs a little tender loving care to bring it to where they want it to be, we have those loans as well. What other, I'm trying to think of what other products we have that I missed. The most popular right now is the 30-year fixed. And we are happy to help you qualify your client before you take them out. Especially today, I know no sellers want to let anyone in their home without knowing that they've gone through their finances to make sure that they're qualified to buy. We are happy to do that. We can work with them over the phone or in a Zoom meeting and have a simple conversation just overall about their income and their savings and their credit and their debt to make sure that when you take them out, that you know that they qualify for the home that they're looking at. We try to take it one step further too and review all of their paperwork so that we're absolutely positively certain of what their next steps can be. But if you need somebody, if you meet somebody and they call you and they absolutely have to see a home that afternoon, have us have a little conversation with them. And just, make sure that when we talk about payments, that they don't fall off their chair saying, oh my gosh, I can't afford that. Or, oh, that's great. That just fits my budget. And it'll give you a little more confidence, and the sellers as well.
Perfect.
Please join us this afternoon. I have Taylor Bierbauer is an appraiser. He's a local appraiser in Fairfield County, although he does all over the state and New York. He is going to be joining us to talk about appraisals. So if you have any questions about appraisals, or if you just want to just listen in and take in all of his good information, please join us at 4:30. And we do lunch and learns on I don't know if we want to call them lunch and learns anymore, but we do little education meetings once a month to let you in on all the latest and greatest mortgage products. We had a lot of products be suspended during the beginning of the virus, and now they're all coming back. So be on the lookout for that news. But please don't let anyone, don't say no to anybody that they can't buy a home or there's not a product for that. Talk to us first. Let us take a look. Let us give them a little feedback on what they're looking to do. And then, we all want to try and make the deals work, because that's how we get paid too. So.
Well said, well said. Well, thank you, Karen.
Thank you. And any questions, please, just reach out to me.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So let's continue to move on, and feel free to ask questions at any time, everybody. We're going to talk about the supplies that you get now. So working with Keller Williams, there are certain supplies that you get. You can get business cards, and if you have someone that you're comfortable getting business cards with, feel free. And if you don't know anyone to get business cards from, you're not, because we've got kwprinters.com. This has always been my favorite company, because since I started, when did I start? 2013, I guess January. I've been using them since then. And I've used them so much, I just asked them one day if they would give me a promo code, because the answer is always no until you ask. And they gave us the promo code Adonis. You put the promo code Adonis on your order, you'll save $10 on your order, which is pretty awesome. You can get 1,000 cards for under $75. But wait, there's more. Remember those commercials? So you can get an up to $75 credit on your first set of cards. So no matter where you order your cards from, just get the receipt for your business cards over to Sam and Lisa in our billing department. This way, when you give them that receipt, they'll take that dollar amount off the $25 a month tech fee that you have to the office. So you get reimbursed that way. Another question people ask me is, should I get a picture on my card? And my answer to you is, if you can look like the picture on your card, yes, get a picture on your card, because I may have met multiple Paulas in my life. I might know a few Megans, but if I see the face, I'm like, oh, I met her at that fundraiser event in February. Oh, yes, of course. I meant to follow up with her because I have a house to sell. So I like the idea of putting your picture on your card. You get to brand yourself as much as you want here. It's all about Lynette Thomas, Keller Williams. So it's up to you. You make that decision. You also have access to sign writers working with us. So once you get your first listing on Main Street, you're so proud you did it, and you want to get a sign writer, then the sign post goes in the ground, the sign panel says Keller Williams, and below that, it'll say Julie Sutherland, and it'll have your phone number. So when anyone drives by, they can call you directly. So once you get your first listing, just reach out to Robert at the front desk, let him know, and he'll order 2 custom sign writers on your behalf. So that's awesome. You also get a name badge. The hits keep coming. You get a name badge working with us. That's a magnetic name badge, so it won't puncture all your nice clothes. It's magnetic, and you can wear it whenever you want. Most of us in the office aren't walking around wearing name badges. It comes in more handy when you're going to be recognized as a realtor at an event, your B&I meeting, or your open house, whatever makes the most sense for you. So just know you can get a name badge with us as well. Please reach out to Robert. You get an email address working with Keller Williams as well, which is basically whatever you name it, at kw.com. And it works exactly like Gmail. So those of you familiar with Gmail, this is just another extension of that. So feel free to create your email address once you do your Scott Leroy marketing questionnaire. They'll ask you what you want your email address to be called. So we also have floor time at the office. And floor time is the awesome opportunity for you to get whatever leads that come into the office of someone that just wants help. We've got 3 shifts, Monday through Friday. We've got 9 to 12, 12 to 3, and 3 to 6. We only ask that you've either started taking Ignite or have enrolled in productivity coaching so you can know what best to say when someone does call in and need some help. So you'd be sitting next to Robert at the front desk, or I guess during the current times, Robert will get those leads to you however you sign up for floor time. So we definitely recommend that for you. Conference rooms, we've got 4 beautiful conference rooms in the office. I'm in one of them right now. And these are opportunities for you to have a meeting with a client or potential client, just so you can have a private conversation. They all have computers in the conference rooms, so you can show them whatever presentation you need. And there are even tablets on the outside of the doors of each conference room. This way, you can reserve the time and day that you need to have your conversation. And if you can't make it to the office to reserve your own room, then you can reach out to Robert and he'll reserve it for you. We just ask that you tidy it up and make it look nice so the next person can have a conversation after you're done. Another awesome opportunity here is printing. So we've got 2.5 printers in the office. I say a half because we have a very small printer right behind Robert's desk that is really only for incoming faxes. Who's using faxes in 2020? Raise your hand. Anybody? Anybody? Okay. So if you are receiving a fax, just know it's going to go to the computer behind Robert. Reach out to him and you'll get your fax. But the 2 printers you're going to be using are the front and the back printer. The front printer is the one closest to the kitchen. You can't miss it. It's got this cutout doorway where you can walk in and make all your printing dreams come true. You can print, you can fax, you can scan, and you can make copies. So when you're standing in front of the printer, in order to use it, you need to type in the last 4 of your social and press the login button. From here, you can access all those functions. And when you're done, you just want to make sure you press the log out button. It looks like a little key. That way, the next person that walks behind you won't make copies on your code. Because you get unlimited black and white with us, but you only get 200 color copies each month. So anything additional to that is 10 cents per copy, just for the color copies. So be mindful of that. Currently, if you have anything that you need to print, please reach out to Robert and he'll take care of that for you during this climate. There are also computers in our Success Lounge. There are normally 8 computers in our Success Lounge, which is right outside of the kitchen. Right now we have 4 computers available for you just so there's enough space in between each one. And this is where you can pretty much pop in and pop out and use the computers so you can take care of whatever business you need to handle. You would log in with your username and password. Your username and password is never going to have any numbers after your name. So if your name is Lynette Thomas, your username is L Thomas, and your password is the last 4 of your social, for instance. This doesn't ever have to change. At the end of 30 days, the computer will say that your password has expired and you need to pick a new one. The greatest news about that is you don't need to pick a new one. You can just keep using your social because you're going to continue to know that. This way, if it's ever a time when staff isn't here and you needed to log into the computer, you don't have to be like, oh my God, what's my password? I can't sign in. So that's a great opportunity for you. And we have RepRefactor here as well. RepRefactor is virtual. There are IT specialists in the office. So if you have a computer, you can't currently print from your computer without going through RepRefactor. They're monitoring who's printing what. So you need to set up an appointment with RepRefactor to get your computer connected so you can print in the office. They'll spend up to an hour with you. They just need to make sure you have your laptop in the office, and they'll take over your computer, install the drivers, and send a test print job just to make sure you can actually print here. You just need to call them in advance because they don't do same-day appointments. And who has an iPhone? well, obviously Julie has an iPhone, so she signed in as iPhone. But anyone that has an iPhone, you want to make sure that you have RepRFactor, get your phone repertized as well, or else you won't be able to connect to our main Wi-Fi and receive your emails in the office. That's a challenge some of our iPhone users have had. So another thing I'll say about wireless is that we've got 2 Wi-Fis here. We have our public Wi-Fi that you can give to anybody if they just want to come in and surf the web or whatever they need to do, connect to the internet. But the main Wi-Fi you're going to connect to as a business associate of ours is the KW Stanford Wi-Fi. That's the one that RepRFactor has to get you on to make sure you can print here. But if you run into any challenges, of course, we're here to help. So before we get into office safety, I want to introduce another special gentleman. This is Sam Lopez, the one and only Sam Lopez. He is the Assistant Market Center Administrator. This guy is awesome. He's very good at what he does. He teaches DocuSign classes. He helps out with compliance. He does invoices to make sure you get paid. So he's the right-hand man to Lisa Katz. And I just wanted to have him come on and give you a greater understanding of what it is that he does. Mr. Lopez, sir.
Thank you for the introduction, Mr. Adonis, sir. Like Adonis said, I'm the Assistant Market Center Administrator, which is just a fancy way of saying I'm the finance assistant for the office. So like you said, I help out with invoicing to attorneys and co-brokers to get you your commission checks. I also help processing the checks. So any questions in regards to commissions or anything like that, you can direct over to me and I can try and help you with that. I also help out with the DocuSign and command training. So if you have any issues moving forward when you start using DocuSign, you can address them to me and I should be able to assist you. And I also just help out with any other random miscellaneous things in the office that need doing. So yeah, short and sweet.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice, very nice. Can you tell us about Crash Bandicoot?
my dummy contact in command. Yes. Yes. We all need at least one dummy contact to play around with in command. Crash Bandicoot is mine.
Pretty much through Sam and my power combined, we have a nice little email we can send you that shows you how to use command and DocuSign. And we teach this class every Tuesday at 11 a.m. So make sure you plug into that because command is going to be a very vital part of your business. We'll talk about that a little later on. So thank you, Sam. I appreciate you being on today.
You're welcome. Have a good rest of your day, guys.
Thank you.
Right. So we're going to keep moving forward. Office safety is important. A lot of times staff is only here really 8:30 to 5 Monday through Friday. So during after hours, we're not here. So if you are ever here after hours, just make sure that you have your key on you so you can get in and out of the building and not accidentally lock anybody else out. If you're coming in on an off hour during the fully open version of our office, we're operating on a limited capacity right now. We're only here 9 to 5, and only people are allowed to be here from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. But if you were ever here after hours during our fully operational hours, just make sure you walk around and tell people you're locking up to make sure you're the last one here. And it's just the front door that needs to be locked. That's the glass door, and the lock is all the way at the bottom. So I hope you're good at the limbo. You can get down there and lock the door. The other 3 doors that we have to our office, they're made out of wood. And once you close the door, it locks automatically behind you. So let's just keep a safe work environment here. Downstairs, before you even get up to our office on the 7th floor, is the front desk concierge. You've got a guy named Carl that works from the morning until about 4 o'clock. And then you've got Angel from 4 to 8. And Saturdays, they're only here until 4 o'clock. So if you're dealing with someone ever after 4 o'clock on a Saturday or anytime on a Sunday, just practice realtor safety. There are realtors that have been hurt in the past. Thankfully, none of our realtors. But just remember, this is a strange profession where you're dealing with sometimes people that you've never met before. So we can't tell who are the best people in the world and who aren't. So just practice realtor safety. If you're meeting someone for the first time, maybe have some kind of a pact with someone who cares about you, that they will reach out to you 15 minutes after your appointment starts, just so someone knows that there is someone who cares about you. Just a thought. Scott Leroy Marketing. Scott Leroy Marketing is going to be one of your best friends here at the office. Scott is a very common name around here. There's Rick Scott, there's Kimberly Tapp Scott, there's Steve Scott, there's Scott Cavison, Scott Leroy Marketing. We've got more Scotts than we know what to do with. We got Scotts on sale. So Scott Leroy Marketing, this is one of our virtual best friends. He's not here in the office, but he and his team are able to get you all set up on your back end. And there are so many things that they can do for you. That's just part of you being a member of our office. So one of the main things you want to do with Scott Leroy is their Scott Leroy Marketing Questionnaire. I think a lot of you have completed it already, but if you haven't, you want to just go to REAgent, like realestateagentsetup.com, enter the password 612, and then you're going to fill out that questionnaire. They're going to ask you a lot of questions you know the answer to. What do you want your KW email address to be called? If that one's taken, what are your other two choices? Are you ready to move on to the next section? What do you want your new password to be for the MyKW website? Do you have a bio you can send us? Are you ready to move on to the next section? Just move your way all the way through it and then press the send button. Within 48 hours, you're going to get an email directly from Scott Leroy Marketing. It's going to be called Keller Cloud Setup Complete - Lynette Thomas, for instance. And then it's going to give you all of your important usernames and passwords. So that's one that you're going to want to save. And then if you have any problem with your KW back office or anything Keller Williams technology related, reach out to them. You can send an email to support@scottleroymarketing.com, and their team is so good, they normally respond within 5 minutes. So they're a super important resource for us. All right, we've got other tools I want to talk about. Apply Connect is one of them. So if you are dealing with a renter, a tenant, you represent the tenant and they're looking to find a new apartment, then you're going to need to use Apply Connect. This is how we do our credit reporting. So Apply Connect is a program that you're going to have to sign up for free. It doesn't cost you any money, thankfully. On the handout that I gave you in the email, one of the steps is to set up your Apply Connect account. We give you the 8 steps required to set it up. It's kind of strange because they make you pass a quiz on yourself to prove that you really are Paula. And then once you have passed that quiz, then you get your own link that you can share with your clients. The clients will use that link to pay for the credit reporting. They pull their own credit report. They get notified, you get notified, everybody's in compliance. So it's super easy to use. Toolkit CMA. Toolkit CMA is another free resource that you can use. All of the members of our office are able to get Toolkit CMA for distinctive branded marketing presentations. They're very nice. They're set up in real time, connected to the Smart MLS. You can do CMAs for sellers. You can do FSBOs, expired listings, pre-sale listings. There are all kind of flyers you can use. So it's an awesome opportunity for you. If you see a Toolkit CMA class on our calendar, I would encourage you to take that class. All right, so the path to the tech-enabled agent. We're definitely in the tech age. Technology and marketing do go hand in hand. So this is the part of the presentation where we get a little more video heavy, but they're really awesome videos, so follow along with us, please. Whoops, I went into the future, hold on. So, Command is awesome. Command is the central hub for you to run your whole business. There's so many things you can do with Command. One of our luminaries of Keller Williams, Marty Miller, he decided to create something called the 66-day challenge. And every morning we've been running our 66-day challenge. We started during the quarantine and we're on day 50, I believe. There are so many things you can do with this that's going to help you to get a lot of clients, to help you stay organized. I have a special video to show you a little bit about Command. So let's take a look at this.
Companies are nothing more than people. People create everything inside an organization. And what's going to make us better in the long term is the way that our people think. Our goal is to tap the way people think and put it to use for everybody.
Keller Williams is going to listen to what their agents want for tech.
To break and rebuild the entire command system, which is what we call the lab process.
Saying, okay, tell us what works, tell us what doesn't.
There were a lot of, can we do this, can we do that? The answer is always going to be yes.
I feel like I designed it.
I really want to show you some updates and products, mostly command.
Our agents can be smarter.
I'm not doing multiple data entry and things aren't falling through the cracks. They're all in one place.
Now we can focus on the relationship with the clients.
I like to call it high tech and high touch.
We're creating the industry's first innovation partnership with all of the agents out there.
I feel like I'm on the cutting edge of my profession.
This is for the agents. This is for the people that are actually doing the work on a daily basis.
They invest in not just the technology, but also in the people in the company.
Command makes my life easy.
So when people say you can't build software, well, actually we can, and we actually are.
That's pretty awesome. You get to take command of your entire business. I love that. I think you'll love it as well. So in addition to that, the hits keep coming. You have the power in your pocket to share the KW mobile search app with your clients so they can get real-time, awesome information about any kind of listing. We've got buyer guides, seller guides. It's really incredible. Let me show you the video for that.
Got it.
We need a pool.
Let's start with a budget.
But don't we want to live close to
My parents.
my parents?
Okay, now what? Remember the guide? Now, how about that pool?
Well, I hope you liked that video. I was playing flute the whole time in the background. Took me a while to get it right. So in addition to that, you've got your app that you share with your clients to help them out. And then you've also got an app to help you out. It's called Kelly. This is your Keller Williams AI, right? It's our version of our Siri, of our Google, of our Cortana, of our Alexa. This is meant to help you grow your business. Kelly is the mobile version of KW Command. It's having command in your pocket. So all you want to do is go to the KW App Store. Sorry, not the KW App Store. You want to go to either your App Store on your phone, on your iPhone, or the Play Store if you have Android, so you can download Kelly. We have a video to show you a little bit of what Kelly does.
Kelly, what am I doing today? Add a local insight. Kelly, what am I doing tomorrow?
Yes, indeed. So you can see how the technology we have here can really help you to grow your business and be impactful and be very present for your clients even when you're not there. But we're not just a company that's about making money. We're also a company that's here to help you, well, we're here to help you make money in more than one way, I should say. And it's not just going to rely on everything that you do, right? So Paul is having a bad month, but she introduced people to the company that are having a good month. Paul is still going to have a good month, I would say. So one of the things that's special about us is the Keller Williams model. It was built around the premise that associates should be treated like stakeholders. Through our profit share and growth share programs, Keller Williams recognizes and rewards associates for helping the company grow. Look at Cody Gibson in the background. He's so happy he's doing wall sits on chairs. It's a very interesting position he's in. So profit share is a great opportunity that you don't really have to master the understanding of how it works because it's so intricate. All you have to do is do what you would do anyway. You see a great movie, you're going to tell me about it, right? If you really enjoyed Game of Thrones, you're probably talking to everybody about it. But Khaleesi is not going to give you a check for recommending that show to somebody. But every time you recommend an opportunity that's going to help change lives here at Keller Williams and someone takes advantage, you're going to continue to get compensated for it. So let me show you the video on how profit share works.
When deals close, agents who haven't capped pay company dollar to the market center. The market center uses that money to pay its bills. What's left over is profit. Every real estate business is in business for profit, and usually the owners keep all of that profit. This practice makes sense. Owners invest in businesses with the hope of seeing a return. At Keller Williams Realty, we do things a little differently. We believe in growing the business together. So we split the profit between the owners who took the risk and the associates who have helped grow the market center. Roughly 52% goes to the owners who took the risk, and roughly 48% goes to the associates who helped grow the market center. So, how is it dispersed? We figure out what percentage of the market center's profit is a result of that associate, and we take that percentage of the profit share pool and disperse it through the branches of that associate's profit share tree on a monthly basis. The associate sponsor gets half, the associate sponsor's sponsor gets 10%, and so on until all of it is dispersed through 7 levels of sponsorship. At Keller Williams Realty, we believe the profit will grow exponentially when everybody has the opportunity to share in it. We believe in finding the win-win and in doing the right thing, because together, everyone will achieve more.
The more you know, isn't that nice? So take advantage of profit share in the office and join us for any profit share party we have. We normally have a profit share party around the 21st of the month, if it's a business day, or the next business day after that, where we celebrate the fact that this company is awesome enough to give us profit share, for doing the right thing, for telling people about an opportunity that can change their and their families' lives. But we're not just a company that's here to make money. We're also a company that's here to help people. That's in the very fiber of who we are, right? So finding and serving the higher purpose of business is at the heart of our KW culture. We do believe in supporting the physical, financial, and emotional well-being of our associates. One way that we're able to give back every year is through a company-wide initiative called Red Day. This started in 2009, and it stands for Renew, Energize, and Donate, because we understand that we're able to grow because there are communities out there that need our services. So we like to give back every year. A lot of times we get coverage from all types of news facilities, news outlets, but the whole idea is to give where you live. Our office has done so many awesome things. We've painted the Boys and Girls Club of Stanford a few times. We've donated food to food drives, you name it. And we always are looking for great ways to be impactful. At this point, we have so many agents that the more of us that get involved, we can make a bigger impact every year. So when you hear about the Red Day Committee, join it. Offer your suggestions of what you think would be a good idea for us to do. Red Day happens in May every year. So KW Cares is also vitally important. Through the incredible generosity of our associates, this company is able to support its own during national, regional, local, and personal crises. If there was a tornado that knocked out an office or an area near an office, KW Cares would be the first one there to help get our agents back on their feet, and maybe the surrounding community as well. We do a lot. I got to get a KW Cares video on here. But just know that whenever you're going to get paid on a transaction, we do something called the green sheet. And the green sheet is going to tell your MCA how much you're supposed to get paid on the transaction. The full breakdown is there. Normally on a non-rental, you're making thousands of dollars on a transaction. So if you have it in your heart to donate some money, then that's going to go to the larger fund to help somebody whenever there's a horrible situation that occurs. So you can donate $5, $10, $25. It all adds up. So that's something to definitely consider. Finally, Keller Williams is built by agents and for agents. We're a company that's changing lives. The next one could be yours. So with that, you're oriented. Congratulations. Throw your hat in the air. You did it. What questions do you have?
I just want you to know I was laughing at all your little jokes, but I was on mute. I
Thanks,
like
Paula.
I like the flute playing. It was very good.
Yeah, me too. I'm laughing at them as well.
These kind of classes are hard because it's like, where's the crowd? I don't know if they're feeling this or not. But thank you.
We're laughing behind the scenes.
I don't have any questions. I'm excited. I just want to know. I didn't get an email from you regarding my email. So.
Yes, it wouldn't have come from me directly. It would have come from newassociate@kw.com. It would have given you your username and a generic password. And if it's not there, that's okay. We can make sure that Sam can get a reset.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. So that's your starting point. With that, you can go to your Scott Leroy marketing questionnaire immediately, just so you can get your email all set up and a lot of back-end stuff so you can just focus on your business.
Okay. And I do have another question. I'm sorry to hog you.
No, please.
So I'm waiting to take my test and pass it, hopefully.
Yes.
First of all, I want to know if you guys have any thing on the internet or any kind of prep other than this crazy book that I have from that class. And the other thing is, could I come in and sit with somebody at the front desk and just get an idea of, get to know people and without having my license?
Yeah, that's fine. Come into the office. I would say just call the front desk and schedule something with Robert so he can take you on a tour. Because of the current climate, we have not been inundated with a lot of agents, so you're definitely welcome to come in 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. So just schedule something with him and we can answer those questions that you have for sure.
Okay. Great.
But as far as the study guide or anything like that, we don't have anything like that per se. It's just the books. That's what I did as well. And I've taken so many similar exams. I've taken my Series 6 and 63 back when I was working in financial services. I've taken the life insurance exam, and I always failed them the first time. So when it came time for the real estate exam, I'm like, I want to finally pass one of these on the first try. So I overstudied and I knocked it out. It was no problem. You can do it, Paula.
I took my nursing boards, and that was hard. But it's kind of, a lot of this is just law and pretty boring. So I'm having a hard time with it, but I'll get there.
You'll get there. You'll get there. Multiple choice tests. If you press C if you're unsure, you press D if you don't know. You'll get through it. What other questions do we have?
I don't have any.
Lynette, you have any?
For Ignite, is that a class that's offered on the daily schedule that's sent out, or is that something that needs to be signed up for?
That is a great question. Ignite is a class that is not offered daily just because normally when one session of Ignite ends, the next session will start within 45 days. It's a regular class, but it's not an every week kind of thing because it's a whole journey, and The most recent Ignite we did, this is the first time that Rick did it completely virtually. That should be on our KW Stanford and YouTube TV page. So if a live class is not coming anytime soon, then you can start taking it there.
Okay.
You know, you can just play it back there and then take the live class when it comes back around. I don't remember if you had another part of that question, did you?
No, that's it. Thanks.
Okay, no problem. Julie, I know you unmuted yourself as well. Did you have a certain question?
Oh, gosh. No certain question, just more or less, I'm ready to get going.
Good, that's awesome. I mean, a lot of this stuff is very much like drinking from a fire hose. We don't expect you to run with everything I told you today and try to incorporate all of this. We don't want this to be crazy for you. We obviously want you to make money, because if you make money, you can stay in this, especially if this is your only thing that you do as your bread and butter. But this is a company that's really built to help those that are trying, right? If you're showing up and trying, opportunities will open up for you. Agents are more than willing to share whatever secrets or their methods of success with you. We want you to succeed, because the better you do, the better Keller Williams does.
Yeah, which is great, because I came from Coldwell Banker, and that was not the motto there, especially in the office. But I guess, is there a place too where you can, if you're, since I'm brand new to Keller Williams, haven't been doing residential for the last year, to offer services as far as helping out other agents for open houses and stuff like that?
Keep asking me that question. You want to know how you can help another agent for an open house, or what?
Right, like if they're overwhelmed or if they need someone to help out.
Yes, a lot of times what I normally see is, you know, since there are at least 350 of us, we're all in tune with our emails. So normally an agent will send an email out to the whole office saying, hey, I need help. I need help with either this showing, or can anyone host an open house for me this day at this time? And then you just respond to that email saying, oh, I can. And then that'll work for you. And
okay.
Not that, another thing that I've done in the past, when I was doing a lot of more open houses, I would just reach out. I would just search on the MLS to see what listings we have active, and then I would just call agents up. I'm like, do we need an open house done on this one? He's like, oh yeah, that would be fine. You know, so there's more than one way. You'll start to meet agents and become friendly with them. And then once you've done an open house for them in the past and they like the way you do open houses, they'll think of you for the future. So yeah, there are plenty of opportunities for that.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Anything else? Anything else eating away at you?
I'm good.
Okay.
I've got to go watch all these videos.
Yeah, and don't feel overwhelmed. I know, especially during the quarantine, we had like 7 classes a day. Do not feel like you have to attend every class in real time. Attend the classes that speak to you and what you want to accomplish here.
Awesome.
So, thank you all for joining me on this journey. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with me, and we appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you. We'll all connect again soon. Be safe, be well, and don't hesitate to reach out.
Thanks.
You too. Thank you so much.
Everyone.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.